You do cook good. I give you that, bro. You do. You can put some pork down, bro.
Can I tell you something, Jorge?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry ahead of time. Your tamales were so salty. And I defended the hell out of them to Jada because she wanted to talk about them being spicy. And I was like, oh, you can shut up about that. But they definitely were salty. But, like, I wasn't going to say anything.
She waited until she got in front of your homies. And
she waited until this got down on tape.
Yeah, she waited until we got on air.
Right? Here was the moment.
Your tamales suck, dog.
Here's the moment where I went wrong.
I didn't realize we were coming on this podcast to solve our personal issues.
I didn't realize we were coming on this to talk about
That's it. Me and Pickle start a relationship
Brittany.
podcast.
Hey man, do you want to let them talk and you and I can just go hang out outside?
We can just go suck each other's dicks out. And
give each other handies.
Exactly.
Do I want to let them? I mean, not
He's
really.
like, you want to bite of my nerd rope?
Yeah. You want to bite? Yeah,
It's crunchy.
Hell yeah, it is. Bumpy.
Welcome to Putting the FU in Funny today, everybody. I got a good one. We got a good one here today, bro.
I hope they fucking cut all that out.
No, that's the intro,
Jesus
bro.
Christ.
My life is an open book now. I could give a fuck.
Hey, no names were named, though.
No name, no names.
We barely even pronouned there.
No names. People know who's who and what is what, and it's all good. No names, baby.
I know who
welcome.
the who is.
Everybody fucking does if you are a part of my life. So that's past. This is present, and we ain't putting the FU in funny.
And that's to put in the FU in funny.
And
Past, present, and pickle.
Past President Pickle. I am the host of one of the hosts of this
He's
show.
the host of that side, and I'm the host of this side.
I'm Pickle. And
That's Brittany.
That's Brandon Bruffett. And,
Is this how it's gonna go down? You guys split it down the middle. You guys are gonna have your
We're
own
trying to
interview.
figure-
We're gonna
and
have
then
our own.
and then we cross
And then
over.
we
We
switch
cross
over?
streams.
Okay.
I love joint custody.
I was introducing Brittany, and
I'm
I was
a child of
hoping
a split home.
he would just catch on and introduce
What
you.
this?
Do we just all like talk at the same time, or do you guys take turns and then we take turns and then we switch?
Nah,
Well, did you
we
notice-
We do what we do. We just kind of like do it, you know. But
Like
we do
Nike.
have a fun
Just do
one.
it.
We got Brittany
Nike.
Bancroft here today.
so
Wait, what's my
Nike.
last name?
Brittany Bancroft
Yes.
and Jorge
Chris.
Valazquez.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Hi.
Thank y'all for coming in.
Jorge.
Thank you for having us, man.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Glad y'all are here.
Thanks.
Y'all are a fun couple of folks.
Yeah, y'all are. I'm excited to have y'all here, man. Dude, it's like having the old crew.
I have an important question.
What's your question?
Do you remember a couple weeks ago when those pies like couldn't be found anywhere? What happened?
They back, baby.
They only made
Hubig's Pies
They
back.
only made a limited number of them, and they sold out super goddamn quick, and nobody picked me up one.
No one got me one either,
But
bro.
like, for why? Like, was it a long? Like, did they?
Dude, they
or
burned
just,
down
like,
12 years ago.
After Katrina, right?
Yeah, it was after Katrina.
Oh, so like they weren't in production for a while, and then when they
Yeah,
were in
it's
production,
It's been a long
years,
time.
oh,
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
See, that's-
It was crazy. The morning that the fucking the factory, the bakery was over in the Bywater, and when it burned, the morning it burned down, the city was cloudy
Did it smell good?
and smelled like pies. It was so fucking bittersweet. It was like,
oh my god.
yeah, because like you knew what was going on. It's like, what the fuck, man? Oh my God, Hubix is gone.
R.I.P.
No, we need to get Helix on board to be our sponsor.
Dude, look, I'm looking for that third thing that's dead that I can get
could
tattooed on my
definitely.
skin to bring it back because I've resurrected two phoenixes from the ashes.
Maybe
What's
you
the
should
other
get
one?
maybe you should get Kanye West tattooed
Well,
on you. And
Brown's
you can-
Dairy, Brown's
Oh,
Dairy,
yeah.
Not with that
chocolate
voice,
milk
not with that
is-
accent. Okay.
is back in production.
Really?
In its original formula, owned by the original company. Dean Foods no longer has a hold of it.
Oh
I
wow.
love that you're about to pass me up,
fuck,
Jorge.
Because fuck them.
I saw that.
Yeah.
So
It's
y'all
hard being a
have
woman.
It's okay. I forgive you.
y'all got a bunch of good things going on right now in the comedy scene. Y'all working together.
Yep.
I love that, man. Y'all
But
wanna,
what everybody wants to know is, are y'all doing it?
just kidding.
Not
So-
with
I'm
each
gay.
other, and
We
know-
ask the riveting questions.
not.
We
very-
know
I'm
Jorge's not doing it with anybody, so I'm playing.
not currently.
Here. What
Not
was it
currently.
Chef said last night? Fucked him
He
right in
did
the
do
hand.
it at a party that I invited him to. He did it in the bathroom, and I felt really bad because I
What?
didn't have a condom to give him. So now I always carry a condom just in case.
There you go. That's how. That's a good friend right there.
Not for me,
It's-
for you.
It's
Yeah.
actually been a
Should
pretty
always
decent
carry
year
a
with the
condom
ladies.
just in case.
Right, like if
Anyway.
you're gonna be out with your friends
Yeah.
and you're gonna hook a friend up, like you should have. Like I felt so bad that night that I like hooked you up, but I didn't have.
You put me you put
Oh,
me in that
everyone
position.
I mean,
how dare you put me in the position to have sex with somebody?
Bottom line is that I mean, dicks are trying to get in pussies, so there need to be condoms around for sure.
There does. I carry them now.
And for your females, the whole condoms for you, it's nice. You know what I mean? It's a nice thing. Like, hey, Brittany, I don't have a condom, but this girl does want to interject with some sexual intercourse. Can you please help me out with that?
Interject with some sexual intercourse
Within my life?
She wants to interrupt tonight's proceedings.
How clinical does
With-
that shit sound?
Can you help? Can you help, Brittany?
It was a good experience. It was
Brittany's like,
nice.
fuck yeah, I got every size. I'm ready.
Like balloon animals. Just
Yeah.
So Jorge,
That's what.
Yeah.
Jorge,
Yes.
I feel like you've got rooms all over the city.
Brittany and I have rooms
But-
Yeah.
all over the city.
Yes, okay.
damn
okay.
right. Thank
Okay.
you, Jorge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all bitches got rooms all over the city.
Yeah.
What point are y'all trying to prove? Like
That
y'all
there's-
are like taking up fucking property like Monopoly and shit.
That there's a lot of places
It's
to do
fucking
shows
awesome.
and that people need to be doing more shows. And
fucking
if you want to,
rad.
if you want to say something about the comedy community not having enough shows and things not being produced, there's spaces because
There's
look, we're
spaces,
taking
man.
them and we're doing it.
You see how
So-
she stepped up and dropped nuts in that fucking answer? You see that?
She's not fucking wrong, man. People want to talk shit saying that
Right.
the comedy community here is weak, that there's not enough going on, but there is fucking
That
more
there's-
than enough
that there's
going on.
not. Yeah, I mean, what
Like
the fuck?
comedy,
There is a lot.
Comedy House has fucking shows almost every night. There's open mics every fucking night. Brittany and I,
Multiple.
Brittany
a
and I
night.
produced 18 shows in November alone.
Nice.
Don't tell me there's nothing happening.
Dude,
in the
every time I
comedy
turned
scene.
around, y'all had dropped a new flyer. I was like,
Yeah.
check these guys out, bro.
And the other thing, my personal goals is I'm trying to fucking step up everyone's game.
Well, I tell you, I gotta
Nice.
love that smug headshot that you've been using on there. Just like, hell yeah.
the
Shout-
one he took in the
Another-
bathroom.
Shout out to
one.
another bar.
Another one.
Shout out to another
Dude,
bar.
you need you one of those intros like fucking rap producers have. You know, oh shit, Jorge got another one. You know?
yeah.
Yeah,
And another
I
one.
just
Brittany on this bitch.
Picky, picky, Brittany. Bitch. Brittany.
All right.
I just want to make sure that we have good rooms and good shows, man. And
Yeah.
I want people to fucking step up their comedy and be like, that's a show I want to do, and I want to make sure that I fucking kill it in that, you know?
I also would just want to get more people in front of comedy and where are people at in
Yeah.
New Orleans, they're drinking. And I'm so sick of doing, it's hard to produce a show in a bar, right? People don't necessarily go to a bar to want to sit there and listen to somebody on a stage. But like if you go to a brewery, there's a lot more space. It's just a lot more like feasible.
Breweries feel like a little more casual drinking for some reason. It's like people are there to drink, but like
Yeah.
people aren't there like drinking. I
Yeah,
don't
they're
know,
not
it
like
feels weird.
pounding
Yeah.
pounding the tequilas in the back.
It's a
It's
mixed
a-
bag of treats with a brewery.
It is, but it's been a lot of fun. I love all the breweries we're at. Each one has its own
Beer?
personality. yeah.
It's on beer.
Yeah, it's you know,
Well, y'all want to take a minute and promote everything y'all got going on right now?
Right. So, all right. So Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, November 30th, we have Skeeta Hawk. We are doing craft comedy at Skeeta Hawk.
I think this is coming out Wednesday.
Cool. so
Okay,
it'll
so-
be at night. Doors at 6, show at 7.
yeah, show at 7. Yeah.
Skeeta Hawk?
Skeeta Hawk
Skeeta
Brewery
Hawk.
on
And
the Greenway.
then December 18th, we have, is that Oak Street?
Oak Street Brewery.
And then December 22nd, we have NOLA Brewery.
And then
But we might switch that to Courtyard.
yeah. And then where'd that go?
How many breweries do we
What?
have? We only got like
Drop the fucking blunt.
Stand up.
Dude, you need to get it.
It's here. And then coming up, that we haven't set date yet, but we still need a date for Courtyard Brewery and Second Line Brewery and a December.
How many breweries
And
do we have in the city altogether? I think it's like
lot.
six.
A lot.
Is there a lot?
We have a
lot.
lot.
Is
And we
there's a
aim to
lot
be-
more?
Over 10.
Yeah.
Really? When did that fucking that
That
must have
actually
just-
happened like since I've moved here, because when I first moved here, like that's when like craft beer was like starting to become a thing again in New Orleans, but then it like really took off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And there's a lot of like big breweries and small breweries.
Yeah.
I want to be in all of them.
Yeah.
All of them.
giddy.
Nice.
Yeah.
But our most exciting announcement:
Sony Mash.
You're pregnant.
With a fucking
immaculate
idea.
conception,
Baby.
baby.
Oh my gosh.
No, we have this really huge New Year's Eve show coming up.
I just saw that post.
Oh, yeah, I think I'm on
Yeah.
that.
It is the official. Did you just say you think you're on it? I think you're on it too.
I did say that.
It's okay. I can neither confirm nor deny. So December 31st, it's our New Year's Eve show. It's the official like launch of craft comedy since we've been doing this for a few months. It's at Zoni Mash, and it's
And that's the
gonna
name
be
of y'all brand, Craft Comedy.
Craft
Craft
comedy.
comedy.
Okay.
Yep. And so it's going to be a huge night. We're going to have burlesque performers. We're going to have
Y'all should
some
have
of
a
the best
crafting
comedians
section.
from New Orleans, and then we'll have Sancho playing all night.
Hell yeah.
It'll be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big night, man. It's gonna be great.
Oh, yeah. They're not going to cut the electricity off on us again, huh?
I hope not.
It was scary.
I was fucking scary.
Why does the power always go out in places that you're at?
I don't know, man.
You remember it happened like multiple times at Homegrown.
I think I'm finally getting my mutant
Dude, it
ability.
did
Because
happen.
they
It does
go
happen a
outside
lot.
and they-
We've done.
Yeah.
They're like, we're sick of
they
hearing
flip
them.
the breaker. They flip the breaker and then they come in and they go, y'all got to go, man.
Oh,
Like,
sorry, technical difficulty. It's broken.
You're gonna hate this response. I just have such a good diet that I'm now just taking energy from my atmosphere.
Whatever. You've got a metal rod up your ass and you know it. You
That
know
I
it.
can neither
And it is-
confirm nor deny
It's a fucking.
those allegations.
it's-
No
I
wonder
mean,
he's always like walking around with something up his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
but-
says it's for his posture, but we know what's up.
That lightning rod.
Hell yeah, old lightning rod.
But yeah, so I'm super excited for that. It's like Brittany said, it's our official launch for this brand that we've been building
Nice.
the last
Congratulations.
few months, man. Yeah,
So
thank you.
what lunch? What are we having? I'm just
Pizza?
hungry. Yeah, nah, I got to just
Hubert's
said lunch.
pies.
How? What? Hubig's pies?
I'm the one who bought them all, bitch. I bought them so that I can bribe
hate
you.
Jorge, he's greedy.
Yeah, he took them
Fucking
all.
so greedy.
You guys, I'm only on this podcast right now because I promised Brandon one.
Okay.
One what?
A Hubert's pie.
What did they taste like?
Like, have you ever tasted?
Describe the
Like-
crust to me. Is it thick or is it thin?
Dude,
is
you've
it
never
flaky?
had a Hubix pie?
It is.
Obviously, I'm asking about it. I've
my-
never
it
had
is.
one.
You've never
It
had
is.
the store bought like fruit pies?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is not all.
It's
it
not
is.
all it is. They're special. They are
That
a
is
special
not all
thing.
it
Their
is.
sweet potato
It
pie
starts with the
is
wrapper.
amazing. It
I want to
starts with
come
the
back
wrapper.
someday,
It
and I
does.
want you guys
It
to
fucking
hand
does.
me my
Starts with the
first
wrapper.
pie.
You will never ever encounter another wrapper like this. Ever. It just feels different. It
Yeah.
sounds different when you're fucking
Is
with
it just paper?
It's
No,
like-
it's
it's
not
wax
just
paper.
paper.
It's a wax
Yeah.
paper.
It's a protective layer sent from the pie gods.
This is how serious he is.
To-
Honestly, I'm licking
I
my
love
lips
it.
though. I'm
I
like,
love it, dog.
give me this.
Listen, look at
To
the
Simone.
artwork. You know, that's how important it is. A Hubix pie
Never forget.
is.
Savory Simon. I'd go straight for that.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you'd blow him. You'd blow him if he was still alive, because like he was the greatest pie maker in fucking all of America for a while,
Yeah.
feeding our troops and shit.
Good for him, man. That's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
dope.
yeah. It is
job.
dope. Yeah. And then came to New Orleans,
Burned it all down.
burned it out. Yeah, well, he didn't do that. That'd
We
be
don't
some
kn-
shit.
we don't know
that would
that.
be
We don't
super
know that,
eccentric.
man.
That would be
We don't
super
fucking
eccentric.
know that. Anyway,
I love these
I want
pies
to see
so
the
much.
insurance policy. What did he get for that?
My leg is so big.
Did he get enough to survive for 10 years?
Dude, I
I
don't
think
know
we got
how
way too
they
high
did that.
'cause-
It was
Nah.
fucking. That's a crazy long time to be out of business.
I think that would
and
be.
then just be able to come back.
That's
Right,
called
it
good
is.
marketing.
Yeah.
Because you said the paper, literally from the moment you touch the product, you're in love with it. And so if you have like you also already have like a customer rapport, and like you already have like your. I love smoking blunts and not having any vocabulary left to speak with. But like you are like people, it's nostalgic to people, right? So like that's
Yeah,
another
absolutely.
selling point on top of it. So like you have these memories that you're targeting. So like not like you're able to like bring them back.
Yeah,
That's why
I
when
mean,
things are iconic the first time, you can always bring
Dude,
them
when
back.
that shit happened, people didn't like. They weren't quick to like go on eBay and sell their Ubix pies.
No, you wanna eat
They
that shit.
fucking froze them motherfuckers, right? Like that's the kind of shit that is. I mean, for real.
I ate
that's-
mine. I ate them.
You ate 'em?
I ate
You
'em.
ate 'em?
Just ate 'em. That sweet potato pie was too good, bro.
Life is meant
Dude.
to just
Can't-
eat your fucking pies. Eat
Yeah.
your pies.
That's
Another
life.
company will create another pie, but enjoy this one while
I
you
used
got
to
it.
just go in the store and like stare at the empty rack. Fucking.
That's how sad this
I
is.
want to make a short film about the history of you, and it's just featuring you, and it's like
He's
you
gonna
are-
be in the
Oh
documentary.
my god! Can
Which
we make
one?
can we make a music video?
Is
Oh,
it
wait.
Browns or Hubix that you're gonna do
No,
the documentary?
I've talked for years about wanting to do a documentary on Brown's Dairy, but not just Brown's Dairy. All of the
So is
dairies,
Brown's.
like all of the dairies that got bought up by that fucking that devil company, Dean Foods. Who fucking what?
Oh, I was about to burp,
These
and I just
people-
didn't want to do it in
Oh,
the
okay.
microphone.
Okay, Warren.
I was trying to be a classy lady. I
that's-
heard you
no,
talking about those
no,
earlier, and I think I know what they're like.
Absolutely. You're on your way.
There you go.
yeah,
There you go.
No, that's
That was a good one. On Mike.
That was a good one. That was a good one. I need a lighter. Yeah, no, Dean Foods bought up all these fucking dairies and then weaponized chocolate milk. Like,
What?
oh yeah, man, they bought up a bunch of
Weaponized
dairies.
it?
This one company bought up a bunch of dairies coast to coast, and then killed their product line and replaced it with True Moo. You've seen True Moo, right? Yeah, you have. You've seen it. You might not have noticed it, but it's in every convenience store. It's the chocolate milk that is there. And fucking every company is now under like Dairy Pride or whatever. Which sounds like a fucking undercover fucking white supremacist organization.
It probably is.
Dairy Pride. Midwest Nazis.
Everything that comes out your mouth sounds like an undercover organization.
What's undercover about them?
Our ladies in place with.
But yeah, they did that, and then you go on Reddit, and there's like all of these stories about like what happened to my childhood chocolate milk. They don't exist anymore. Coast to coast, they don't exist anymore. That's fucked up, man. That is some fucked up shit. And now that company went belly up.
But guess what? If they brought back if they kept the same product and just put it in like the old packaging,
What's that?
they'd drive their sales back up.
What?
Whatever chocolate milk.
So Brown's Dairy.
Okay, did they do it?
Browns used to be
Do
in
it.
the schools around here, right?
Yeah, no,
Like in
check this
Louisiana.
out. During the
Was
pandemic,
that your like little milk
The
cartons?
milk, didn't Browns
It's that.
hook up? I understand, but what I'm saying is, didn't they
I was showing Brittany.
I don't know
supply?
why this is.
Didn't they supply the schools in Louisiana for a long
It's
time?
that. It's that.
Yeah, that's buzzing.
Yeah. So yeah.
Capitalism.
Didn't they supply the schools in Louisiana for a long time?
They might have supplied the schools down here at least.
That's what I'm
I
asking.
could see it being down here. I don't know about statewide.
Because I'm thinking that's what it was back in when I was in Royal Middle. They give you those little, I think it was Browns, in those little packets.
Yeah,
Can we talk about how
You bite the
at
corner.
some point they went from giving us milk cartons to milk pouches?
What?
Yeah.
No,
we
no, no,
can.
no, no, no.
They
no,
didn't
no.
go to giving us that
They
because I was
fucking-
well
What
out of
is
school.
that?
I was
Is
well
that
out
the
of school.
fucking it was just a
Pouch,
little
just
fucking
like a
bag
fucking-
of milk,
Yeah.
a little fucking
Like a
You
high
bite,
seat,
you
like
bite
a
the
plastic
corner.
pouch.
Capri Sun.
You bite the corner and suck the titty.
Yeah.
That's
That's
what
pretty
you-
much what everybody
No.
was doing, just going around squeezing fucking
Yeah.
bags of milk into their face.
I have to look this up.
Milk
That,
junkie children.
that was
Some people-
before. That was must have been like before my time.
Some people would try and fucking
after
put a
your
straw
time.
into it and would just end up fucking getting
It was
milk
after
in
That was
their
the
your time,
fucking
I'm sure.
nerds. If you put a
After my
straw
time?
in your bag, you were a
Bags
fucking nerd.
of
I was
milk.
way out
Yep.
of school.
An
when
entire
pouches
generation
came
of
out.
kids
And I'm
squeezing
not hating.
fucking milk.
Yeah,
right
I'm not
into their
hating,
fucking
but
mouth.
it was just easy to bite the corner and suck the titty.
That's what I
That's
did,
what it
yeah.
was. That's what we called it.
like a fucking human being.
Yeah. Like a fucking American.
maybe
Just-
maybe down here and out there, but I've never seen that.
Well, I mean,
How old are you, Brittany?
26.
26. Yeah, you're definitely the young one.
What the hell?
Yeah.
She looks like she's looking at like those fucking 2 girls 1 cup right now.
Let me see. What do you?
Honestly,
What do
it
you?
looks the same.
No, that's not. Most girls I see
that's it.
watching that don't have that
What are
big
you
a
looking
smile
at?
on their face.
That's them.
You gotta like, man, that's the original shotgun,
That's
man.
them.
You gotta get the air bubble just right so that you can pop it in without getting spray everywhere.
That's
Well, that's what I'm saying. You wouldn't put a straw in there. You just bite the corner.
Yeah, nobody did that.
The fuck
Yeah.
is wrong
Slap
with you,
them,
bunch of barbarians?
That's so weird. I've never had a bag of milk. I've never seen a bag of milk.
I feel like me and Pickle were probably biters when we were getting breastfed.
yeah, y'all are probably
Yeah.
still biters.
My son's a biter. My son's he does it on purpose too. He's got 2 teeth. I'm pretty sure. She's like, "What are you doing, bro? It hurts."
Mama.
Sounds mean.
I feel like I would be nervous. I feel like if my future child started to
Kid
get
gotta
teeth,
eat.
I would just have to bottle whatever, just like pump and bottle
don't
feed it. Because
take
what
the
if it
bottle.
bites me and I just pop it? Just
Oh my God.
Don't do that.
You can't.
You would
Obviously-
only have to do it once.
You're not. You want.
Obviously, I'm not gonna want to
It would
hit my
probably-
child, but like
it would
that's a
probably
natural
hurt your
reaction.
titty. It
Something
is a
bites you,
natural-
something
yeah.
bites you. You're just gonna want to.
Yeah, you want to wait
Just
until
put
it's through biting you to do that, though.
No, see, I don't want. I
Yeah,
don't
you
want to
do.
hit my
Oh,
child.
yeah, no,
I
yeah.
don't want to hit my future
You
child.
don't want
okay?
to rip
Yeah,
your
no.
teeth.
Your
You don't want
child-
to rip your nipple off in your kid's mouth either.
Your child's gonna hit you.
That's why I'm saying I'm gonna bottle feed once they
Kids
get
that-
teeth. Like, no, you
kids-
can't bite me.
Your kid's
I
gonna
watch.
hit you. You hear that? Your kid's gonna be abusive towards you, and
He
then
will.
just wait until you get old. Your kid.
Well, I hope that I
your
can
kid
learn.
will
I can
fucking
teach
put
them
you
how
in
to
a
learn.
retirement home and
to
tell the fucking
regulate their
nurses
emotions
to beat
better.
you.
If that's what their little
You
spirit
just
was
said
put on earth to do,
Regulate a child's emotions.
yeah,
Jesus
and adults
Christ.
can't even. That's
I
why I don't
would-
know why y'all keep having kids. Stop.
It's
It's a very.
Have you
very-
regulated your emotions
Look,
yet?
it's just a
on
dialed-in
it.
There-
combination
there you
of
go. Do I
fucking
have-
barbiturates and alcohol.
What?
Just low dosages.
Brandon, you just like to hear yourself talk
I
sometimes.
was like,
huh,
I
bro?
just hear this like low mumbling.
We're trying to have a conversation over here.
I
Yeah.
am too. I am too.
It's kind of like a beautiful melody though. Like you do have a very like
Background-
yummy voice.
Thank you.
Background
You're
music.
welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I try not to be intrusive.
I try not to be intrusive.
No, just overbearing. That's
That's the same thing as overbearing.
Yeah.
well. Then you're intrusive. Then
I don't see that.
no,
I am.
intrusive is more like walking up on a conversation.
Y'all ever get intrusive
Overbearing is trying to make what?
thoughts? You
You'll
ever
ever get intrusive thoughts.
See that how I stopped and listened to our guests? Intrusive thoughts.
Yeah, like you're just
yeah, like when
just
you're
driving
talking.
and you're just like, hey, what if I just fucking
no.
Or
That's
like-
suicidal.
or
That's
like so- or like
I
someone's
think that's
just-
what you're talking
or
about.
someone's just talking to you and it's like the most boring conversation, you just be like, shut up. Or
I'll go off if it's not like a real like
I'm always polite.
attention catching. I'll go off
Or
on
has
my
anyone
own
told you that you might have ADHD?
thought.
You all the fucking time.
Okay.
I do.
Stick with the diagnosis.
I'm
I
pretty
am not a
sure-
doctor, and
Oh,
I
is
am
that what
not
he's
able to.
describing?
No, I'm pretty sure I do. Like I was telling you the other day, like I looked around my apartment and I saw like a few different tasks that I had started that I left unfinished because I'm like, this isn't the time to do this. What am I doing? And
There's
I
so
moved on
much
to
more than that, though, too. It's the way you talk. It's the way you rationalize. It's like your anxiety. It's like all these certain like. It's,
Brittany came on here with intentions of
Yeah,
putting
she
out
did.
everything she hates about all of us today.
Okay.
I love all
Okay.
of you.
Or-
Didn't you just hear me compliment his
She said nothing but
suave,
nice things
smooth
about me.
voice?
Oh, I know. She's trying to get you laid. That's what we all hope for you. Find
I
that
don't
nice
know
lady
why
out there.
You would hope that for me. I could get myself laid.
Oh, there you go. But we want that nice, classy lady for him, right, Brittany?
I still don't know what a classy lady is. So I don't know how to get one. We're still waiting for an explanation.
And I love to just hear myself talk.
All of a sudden, it's quiet when he tries to prove a point.
You can't. Yeah. So you guys, y'all, it is exciting to see y'all grow in our scene, bro. What made y'all come together and be like, we're gonna do this now? Cause Jorge was running shows, and you backed off for a little bit, like you said. And what made y'all come together with this craft comedy? Also, did y'all think anything about Brittany Bancroft whenever y'all were your last name when y'all were naming
What?
your brand?
Oh,
Craft.
comedy.
No.
Craft comedy.
I was just
No,
thinking
that
beer.
would have been cute. That's a little idea for me in the future. Spin off.
There you go.
My brain is going so fast. Not me calling you out for having ADHD and me too being like, that's my brain. No, thank you. What was the question?
Are we dealing with dyslexia or are we dealing with ADHD?
No, that was perfect.
We're
Okay,
dealing
it's
with all
perfect.
of those
You guys
things.
get why it's craft comedy, right? Because it's at breweries. Like, that's
That's
why
what
it's
it
craft
is?
comedy. But it's also
Yes.
like comedy
Okay.
is a craft. And we want people to be at all these shows to be like working on the
I
craft,
figured
right?
the double entendre
Okay.
was
Craft
obvious.
comedy.
So the original question was, what
Design.
got y'all doing it?
Oh, doing it together?
Not
low-key-
sex.
Me being honest.
Shows.
Shows.
Sex
Honestly,
shows.
because I don't know, Jorge and I just work really good as a team, and yeah, he built something good, and I like, low-key was like, oh,
Well, this
I'ma tag
really,
in.
this
Well,
really
it
more
also
so
was an
blossomed out of
individual.
y'all traveling together, right?
Yeah.
Is that? I feel like that's when that coincided.
and we've always kind of like since Homegrown like co-produced.
We all know y'all are doing it.
We've never even kissed.
I'm totally kidding.
Sorry.
Okay.
That makes sense. I mean, that
No,
makes
so
sense.
here's the thing. It really just, like she said, it came
don't
out of
at
just
this
working
point.
well.
Yeah.
I like to run shows a certain way, and to run shows the way I like to run them takes a minimum of 2 people. So, like, Brittany and I, well, this was Pickle and I really first. That's
Yeah,
if we're gonna start about first, it's like Pickle and I started doing this, and him and I would switch off doing music and hosting. And then Pickle and I stopped doing shows together.
You know what? Yeah, dog.
And so that's what you do.
because-
You
because
bring your
This
you
is
bring your
2020.
trophy. You
Yeah.
bring your trophy partner up in here and flaunt
let's-
him.
No, Brittany
flaunt
was
her
always
all in
there.
front of- no,
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
Brittany
here's
was-
the thing.
I'm
Brittany
totally kidding.
works well because she can handle how overbearing I can be, how neurotic I can be, how like, right. So she can handle it. Pickle, I'm sorry for the shit you had to put up with. I know I'm not easy to work
Controlling. That's what he was
with.
trying
Very
to go.
fucking controlling.
No, but listen, we did good things, and I feel blessed to do it with you, bro.
Yeah, and really-
in 2020, we actually Brandon was part of this whole thing too. Like there was a certain group of comics in New Orleans, and we were like, "Fuck that shit. We're just gonna keep going."
Yeah.
You know.
No, Pickle, you got this role. Like
And-
you
Yeah.
gave me. I was in such a weird place in comedy, right? We all know.
Yeah.
And like right after the pandemic, you hit me up and you're like, "Let's do this," and it was so easy for me to start doing something with somebody else.
Yeah.
And so it was easy for me to sort of be in the background and let you do the shows. And then as we started doing,
But you
more,
weren't in the background either. Yeah, I know you
no,
wanted
but I
to
was
be
just
like
running
that, but
at Mama's.
And
That's
I'm-
where we started, and I was
Yeah.
just doing the music for you, and
Yeah.
I'd do a spot, and like that for me, that was already a lot to be like, even like producing that little in a show, because
Well,
like I'm like people are gonna talk
I
shit.
also remember you were like, "Should I even go out there?" And I was like, "You're definitely 100% my other
Yeah.
half of this." And yeah, you put yourself out there, and I
And
was like, "I
so
got your back."
You fucking brought me back to life, dude.
Yeah, and that's what-
you know in the comedy, in terms of producing.
Reanimated
fucking
this
reanimated
man.
me, man.
Yeah.
Fucking Lazarus here. So like that's really where it all right. And then when we stopped working,
Told y'all this was biblical.
Brittany and I had already she had already been
I
helping
have a
with
sad
like
fact
Laugh
about
on the
that.
Lakes. Laughs on the Lake.
Hell yeah.
Dude, that shit was the
Lots of
shit.
That shit was fucking
Lots of fucking
that
fun.
that show was fun as fuck.
That was
bro.
lots of fun.
like she was already helping so much.
Yeah.
And then so when you and I stopped working, she was just a natural person to bring in.
Yeah.
And then we were at Homegrown, and then we were doing Agent Cajun, right? And then when those things stopped,
Yeah.
I just wanted to fucking keep going, man. I
Right.
wanted, and then
Homegrown was fun, bro.
Homegrown was such a good
Asian
place.
Cajun.
Yeah.
Asian Cajun was fun too for
Such
a while.
questionable
That sucked when we had
thing
to
for
stop
me to
doing
say.
that one.
And that's really all that happened. Like we just started working together, and then we were doing more and more shows, and then I was traveling, so I'm like, "Do you want to come with me?" And her and I, me and Pop, her and I traveled.
Yeah.
You did it.
you. I
Good job.
did it. I
That
got
was hard.
words. I
Words
got
are
words.
hard.
I know.
It is hard to be a flesh sack on a floating
know.
rock,
It's
making
hard.
these weird noises have to make sense. To just,
Flesh sack.
And like, yeah, so we just
Feels right.
like, yeah, and that's it. Like, it just naturally happened. We've just been working together, and then really where craft comedy started was we had lost the show at the Catahoula Hotel because they fucking rented out the bar to another company.
Yeah, what a bunch of dinglings.
Yeah.
No, I didn't mean that.
Well, it's weird because I had
Redacted.
It's
Good
weird because
show.
like
It was such a-
contracts like that take fucking weeks, right? So they had to have known for a long time that that was coming. And we just showed up to the hotel to do a show, and there, and this manager, this woman, she's like, "Hi, I'm the new manager of this new bar. We're not gonna be doing your shows anymore. We're gonna let you guys do it tonight." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh, okay." I just said, "Okay, thank you." And in my head, just fucking, I'm like, "What is happening?"
Yeah, boy, that's a real morale killer right
But
there.
It's
I love that,
you know
though,
what?
'cause-
You know, it's all in learning and experience.
But
you know?
like,
Because if that didn't happen, none of this would have.
Right.
Right.
But the biggest thing is it was also around the time where like Roe versus Wade was becoming a thing.
Oh,
and we
yeah.
had this big female show, all female
Okay.
show happening. And we had lost it like a week before. So we pushed so hard. I got us the spot at
wait,
at
wait.
NOLA
wait.
Brewery.
Stop there. You had an all-female show.
Hell yeah, and
And
they
they-
had abortions on stage. It
Man,
was crazy.
hold on, bro. I'm going somewhere with this. So it got your show got shut down before the female show.
Yeah, so the following week was supposed to be the all female
But did it ever
show.
happen?
Yeah, so in one
Okay.
week I put
I'm about to say,
together-
remember that shit happened to us too, though, at
Yeah.
Mama's, bro.
Yeah, actually, that was the second time we lost a show right before the all-female show. Mama's fucking dumped us.
I'm
Yeah.
feeling a little
Yeah.
bit sketchy about that.
Yeah,
But
seems
so,
a
like-
little chauvinistic for
Yeah.
fucking a place named after Mama.
I know. So the next
was,
day,
wasn't
the
it?
next
Oh,
day, I
real
got
bitch.
in the group text and told them all like, "Hey, you guys, sorry, the show's not gonna happen." And then like someone's all like, "Let's get another venue." And so I fucking hustled, got NOLA Brewery. We did the show there. Fucking packed the place.
Hell yeah.
What even
Packed
tipped
it.
us off about working with? Because didn't we
Nothing.
already want to start something there?
No, I just fucking.
We had talked about it multiple times, starting something there.
Kind of. I mean, I had known there was comedy there in the past, but like I just fucking hit up a bunch of places.
Is
to
that
be
the one that
honest.
Jake did a room in?
Alex.
Same place.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Alex, I think, started it, and Jake did it for a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Same place.
But like, I just hit up a bunch of fucking places,
Yeah.
and they hit us up. They're like, "Yeah, we'd love to," and we did the show, and then I'm like, "I want to be back here," and we
That
did
was
another
such a
show,
good
and then I'm like, actually, I was talking to Anna Lepoli.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You need to get that brewery. You need to get that brewery show that you've been talking about." And because I had mentioned it to her, and like, all of a sudden, I got it in my head. I'm like, breweries. There's a shit ton of brewery shows, and I
I didn't know we
mentioned
had
it to
that many. I
Brittany.
thought we had like fucking 3 or 4 in the city.
Yeah.
Of
No,
those.
we have a shit ton.
Take distilleries into account, it fucking the number grows even.
Yeah.
Even larger.
And then like Brittany and I are already partners, so I'm like, let's do this. And then that we just did it.
On my end
That's
too,
good.
it kind of worked out pretty like seamlessly because when I originally was like getting into marketing and like that's like was gonna be my big kid job.
Yeah.
I was working with a lot of craft like breweries,
Yeah.
like small craft breweries, back in Illinois, and then translating down here. I never worked with anybody down here, but that was like ideally what I wanted to do. Anyway, so now I'm working with them in a way that I like a lot more.
Well, they definitely want people coming in drinking their beer.
Yeah.
You know, that's for sure. So whatever will get them there, man. I mean, Zony Mash is constantly doing shit.
Zoe Mash
All
is going to be
kinds
one
of
of
Good
our
venue.
bigger
I'm thinking.
shows.
I'm probably gonna come to y'all.
Yeah.
You said New Year's.
Yeah, New Year's Eve. Come on
That's
down.
rad, man, that y'all got a New Year's Day. That's fucking congratulations on
excited.
that. That is a
That is
I love
good.
when,
awesome
like,
thing.
literally, Jorge and I will just be, like, dicking around. We'll just be standing there, and I'll be like, hey, you want to do this, like, really hard, dramatic thing? And, like,
I will say New Year's was all Brittany. She was all like, we were trying to schedule out the next shows and stuff, and she's like, "What if we did a New Year's show?" And I'm like, ooh. And I just said, yeah, let's.
Well, it's
and
really
then we
just because
just
I
did
wanted
it.
to throw
Listen,
a party.
I'm
I
not
wanted to
gonna
throw a
lie.
New Year's party, and I wanted to do it like.
I had one of my roughest sets ever on a New Year's night, bro.
Oof.
At fucking Other Bar. It used to be when
Yeah,
another bar was Other Bar. Corey
Another
Mack.
bar was other bar?
Yeah.
Another bar was another bar.
Another
If you're
bar
ever in the
was
city,
the
come
other
out to
bar.
another bar every Tuesday, you guys.
It was
Yeah.
the other bar.
Yeah, it was the Other Bar, but
The
now
other
it's another
bar.
bar.
Yeah.
But I had one of my roughest sets of my life in there that night, bro. It was fucking
Damn.
horrible.
Oof.
I had one of them heckler girls like, you ain't nothing but
Hound dog.
a white male in 2019. I was like,
Yeah.
good thing there's 30 minutes left in 2019.
Yo,
Not for long, bitch. Not for long. I can catch you in a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I'm gonna still be a dumb white man in 2020, and it's gonna get worse. Just you.
Wait a minute. He didn't say dumb. He didn't say dumb.
Oh, you didn't say
Nothing
dumb?
about
I'm so
dumb.
sorry.
Oh,
say
just
dumb.
adding. Just adding.
Yeah.
It's the ADHD at ad libs. You can read about it.
Yeah, no,
I think it was
we're not doing that. Like,
Privileged
that's
white
It's
male. That's
also-
what she screamed at me.
Oh, privilege.
It's also got.
What would you rather hear, dumb or privileged?
Well, it's an insult for privilege because the government took my privilege away. They did. They really.
They said, "I'll take that. Thank
Yeah,
you."
They really.
Oh, I'll
have.
take it again. Thank you.
You know, I hope New Year's is gonna be a great show, but it might be. Part of me is all like, it might be a little rough for the comics. It might be.
How
loud.
How about
bringing-
you
I'm
don't
bringing
put
bottle
negativity
rockets.
on our event like that?
No.
I'm bringing bottle rockets.
No, it'll
in
be
that
good.
bitch.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be.
It
Well,
will
we
be
try to
good.
pick really high.
Zony Mash is
we
a
try
good
to pick
place.
really high energy comics who we think can handle a noisy crowd.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be New Year's. People are
Yeah.
gonna be drinking. It's gonna be crazy. So we need people who can fucking bring it. So we
And
got
that
a really
area
good
is
lineup.
pretty noisy on New Year's. There's a lot of fucking fireworks and a lot of gunshots going off right around
Did you
that
give me
fucking.
this?
It's going. It's
Okay,
going
you
to
did.
pickle next.
Yeah, it should be. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
just passed you up again, Brittany.
No.
No,
But it
he
was
ju-
supposed
no,
to
he
go
just
to
passed it to
Brandon.
me, and I didn't know if I
Didn't
just
you
got
just
it.
pass it over to Brandon?
Anyway,
Oh,
Brittany, have you been smoking? Yeah.
I've been giving it to you to pass over there.
Right. So, but I went to pass it to Brandon, but Jorge grabbed it. And I thought Jorge was going to pass it to Brandon, but it didn't get passed to Brandon.
it did.
It
He
did
just
pass to
he
Brandon?
just passed it, and that's what I thought just happened. That's
I'm
exactly,
gonna,
and that's what I just
I'm gonna hit
asked
it
him.
again. I'm
He passed
pretty
it to me.
sure. I mean,
But you know what? We'll figure it out when we watch this back.
It's 2 against 1. I don't think you passed it.
I did.
This is just tobacco, by the way,
No.
y'all. This is just
Anyway.
tobacco.
it is not 2 against
It is.
1.
I
One
love
is
smoking
over here.
cigarillos. Is that what this is called?
I don't know about y'all, man. I like smoking
I can't, though.
cigarillos and shit too, but fucking like, I mean, probably my favorite thing to smoke. Oh, yeah, probably
Meth.
marijuana. It's probably
Yeah.
it's probably marijuana.
How does that
Oh,
come
yeah.
up in 2 episodes in a row, Brandon?
What?
Ooh, that's
just-
suspicious. That's
just-
sus.
How does what come up?
You
Meth.
smoking?
I do a lot of meth jokes.
Yeah, he does. He does.
No,
I
this
did
is
meth
funny.
once for 14 years.
But I'm pretty sure they didn't
Still
know that.
tired. This shit's exhausting.
Were you on Adderall?
Brandon was talking about putting
No.
smoking meth out those
you
new
just did it
pens,
raw dog.
out those THC pens. Last
Gross,
episode.
man. I'm
I
not
was
ashamed to
not-
say
I
I've
was
tried.
not
I've
talking
tried
about
meth.
You
When I-
were?
when I was like 20, I tried meth. I
Tried
did it for
meth.
like a week. It was fucking gross. The funny thing is, though, I was working at a Build-A-Bear.
What was
at the
gross
time.
about it though?
It made me feel gross.
made you
It made
feel
me
gross,
feel
yeah.
really like sweaty and disgusting and oily.
How did
Yeah,
working at a
it'll
Build-A-Bear
do-
make you
it'll do all
feel?
that.
Dude, that shit. Oh my god! The one day I went in, so I was crashing hard, and I had found the baggie in my little coin pocket, and I'm like, no, and I'm like, so I crushed some and I snorted it
In the back room?
in the
of a
bathroom.
Build-A-Bear?
And then I came out, started fucking arranging everything, started cleaning everything. I was the best fucking employee. My fucking manager fucking complimented
Meth
me.
made.
That fucking the
made
next day
this
he's like,
bitch.
yo, like you went above and beyond yesterday. Like that was fucking great.
Like you should go into
everything.
housekeeping and shit. I don't know if that's
Brought
racist.
to you
I don't know if
by
that's
Meth
racist,
America.
but like you should maybe go into
Meth
you know,
there.
You, instead of stuffing the hearts in
Run a
there, they just
professional
stuff it with
cleaning
meth
business,
bags.
Give them a little fucking meth.
Have the kid
Off
like
to
take
the
the little
races,
meth bag
kid.
and make a little wish. Kiss it, put it in a little bag.
Look
Warm it
at
up real
this
quick.
meth
Now
we
crush it,
made.
Crush it, snort
Oh,
a little
man.
bit now.
Now make a wish and put it in your bear.
Yeah.
And hope that you can beat capitalism when you get older.
I mean, aside how fucked up it made me feel, though, like also the come down, it's fucking. I'd rather have COVID. I'd rather, yeah, like that shit was like
Which COVID?
the first one.
Like the no smell, no taste one.
Yeah, like no, it was. I felt like it was worse than the flu. It was fucking disgusting. And
Yeah, you lucky you only had a week on a stint with it.
I
That's
had a
what you
lot
said.
of bad influences as a kid, man.
It's
I don't
all right.
know-
Listen,
I don't know how the fuck I
listen,
made it out alive.
I've been through the meth thing.
Wait,
though.
so you've done 3 out of 4? That sounds about right for comedians.
did,
3 out of 4
yeah.
comedians have done meth. I think that is a
coming
true
up.
statistic.
I mean, I ain't gonna front.
That's the
like, I ain't
statistics,
gonna front.
everybody.
My resume is lengthy. I did meth for a long time. I was a big fan of it.
Yeah.
But I also ate a lot of ecstasy, and I also fucking did a lot of ketamine, and I still do ketamine pretty regularly.
What's
So,
pretty regular?
Get them words together there, Brittany.
Pretty
That's why I
regularly.
don't do ketamine because
Pretty regularly, as much as I have access to be able to do it now, and I'm not talking about like I go on a fucking binge, but I will fucking set aside the time to get ample under the influence enough to go where I want to go. But I'm just doing that in my bedroom for the hour that it lasts.
What does it do for you?
Ketamine,
Yeah.
man, it makes me not want to fucking climb up on a ledge. It makes me not think about that. It makes me not think about it gives me a fucking image of how I want certain things to be. It gives me a shot of the end goal, and then works its way backwards and showing me how to attain that shit.
Have you ever thought of doing ketamine therapy?
I did. I went and did 2 weeks worth of infusions at the Metairie Ketamine Infusion Center. Now they didn't offer therapy, but after the first one, I was going in. I'd blindfold myself. I would find a guided meditation that served the intent that I was going in with, and I definitely went in with a set of written intentions, and with the way that this shit affects you, it stirs up your most recent
A set of intentions
thoughts.
means goals.
What you want to do while you're in that space.
it sounds like therapy, all of that.
Well, I mean,
Well,
it's supposed.
legit
Isn't
going
that
into
isn't that a
therapy.
type of therapy or something?
Yeah,
It
it's okay.
is.
No,
It
no,
is
no.
definitely therapeutic. It is.
Yeah.
Now there wasn't anybody there.
You went to a doctor or a shaman?
I went to the ketamine infusion center where the guy that owns the place is a
The
anesthesiologist. He's an anesthesiologist.
Okay.
Now there are whatever status nurses they have there.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've got people with varying degrees, but they're really just there to monitor your vital signs and make sure you don't fucking go interacting with something and jump out your chair.
Okay.
Now, that being said, it's kind of up to you. But I was doing a lot of guided meditations at the time because that is, for me, the most beneficial thing I can do inside of that space. Because it can be so confusing if you can follow along with something real well and understand that, but if you're left to your own devices in that kind of dissociative state, then you're liable to get confused or sidetracked.
Yeah. So,
So-
did it help you?
Fucking yes. Yeah, it was super beneficial, man. So what they recommend is you do your first week, and Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then you go the weekend and you just feel like gauge it. Has it been beneficial? In what ways? And if you feel like it's done you some good, then they recommend you do another week. And if it hasn't been, then they recommend that you don't.
I have a question.
Yeah.
One of my friends talked about doing it. I think she had a therapist that would be there when she was coming out of it
That
to
would
kind of
be
talk.
fucking rad.
Did you have that or no?
No. I was. Like I say, I would over the week, I would write out a set of intentions, things that I wanted to, memories that I wanted to address, things that I wanted to dissolve and let go of, things that I wanted to figure out a plan for, like really a plan for, like it's step by step, like shit that I just didn't know anything
Dang,
about.
well, I wish that all of those came with a therapist, because I feel like that's pretty necessary. Have you guys
Yeah.
seen like the piece of artwork? It's like two people talking, like obviously one's a therapist and one's like the client, and then there's like the client's brain is like a whole bunch of like squiggly lines, and then in the therapist's brain it's like sorted like into like nice little like balls of like yarn.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you go in there with those
Compartmentalized.
intentions, right? But like it would be so nice to have somebody guide you into being
Yeah.
like, all right, how does
Nah, I
this
haven't.
translate out of it?
Well, I mean,
You just forget.
so it right, that was the thing about finding the right guided meditation, is because you had to have one that would lead you along, but it was up to you to be remembering what your intentions were, because there would be a point where you wouldn't be able to read anything. You wouldn't even know that you had that list.
Yeah.
But it does a really good job of like stirring up your most recent thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so for instance, one day I was on my way in.
Let me ask you this before you get too deep. Does it give you any hallucinations or anything?
Well, yes. Yeah, absolutely. It puts you into a space, like I said, it presents you with an image of what you want your end goal of whatever situation, what the end best result.
Yeah.
It gives you that image, and then
But I'm
And
saying,
then-
does it give you images while you're on that shit? Does it give you like?
I don't even know how much more.
Are you
clear
hallucinating?
I don't know how much more clear I can be about that.
But
It puts
are-
you into a space and then gives you an image of what you want, and then backtracks its way, image by image, on how to get that.
Well,
on
you're
how
also,
to get there.
he's blindfolded during this too. You're not looking at stuff. This is all
Yeah.
just stuff you see, like you're dreaming.
You're blindfolded.
Yeah, I'd blindfold myself. Man, I was in a big comfy ass chair. I'd blindfold myself. I'd put fucking earbuds in, and I would listen to this fucking guided meditation. And I knew what my thoughts were, what my intentions were,
Okay.
and I knew what memories were really giving me a hard time, for way too long.
So you relive the memory backwards, and it helps you deal with it.
Not
Going
necessarily
forward.
Not necessarily live the memory backward, but address your relationship with that memory, and at least try to get some resolve out of it.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
carry a lot of guilt.
Help you going
about-
forward with it.
Yeah, to help you walk away from it. Yes.
Okay.
I hold on to things way too long. I carry a lot of guilt for various reasons.
I mean, it sounds like it's just a form of like self-therapy.
It very much
'cause,
is.
right, that's
it very much
again,
is.
that's-
And ketamine can be beneficial in a whole lot of ways, man. Like, I mean, for me, I used it for definitely to address my depression.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of soldiers getting a lot of relief from PTSD through ketamine therapy.
I have another question. Did you notice like any physical changes when you were done? Like, did you notice like physical changes in your body, whether you thought they were related or not?
Like immediately after.
But like, if you think back to that time,
I mean, yeah, like immediately after, like my body felt like it could stretch and like.
but I mean, like in the
Very
time
dizzy,
after like
very
doing that
disoriented.
therapy and like healing from some of those things.
There was. I mean,
Are you
well,
talking
I-
about
I
like a
was-
chemical balancing?
I'm just
Within
wondering,
them?
like, because sometimes releasing that, like sometimes getting
I'm trying
like,
to understand your question.
Yeah.
well, sometimes doing those therapies, like those medicated therapies like that, are like let your system actually like physically release things as well. And so sometimes like your literal like body composition will change in a good way.
Okay.
Really- releasing that
if that
trauma.
happened, No, but what I did notice was that I cried a lot less.
Yeah. Because you
Yeah.
cleansed it, because it needed to come
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I just fucking, I had some shit I had to let go of.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like this was the story that I was wanting to tell. One day I was on the way in, and John Locken hit me up about a show. He wanted me to open. He was coming back to MRB after the winter time, right? He had to shut the show down for the winter, but he was coming back. It was the first show he wanted me to open. And I was like, God damn it. You know, like I took it, you know, graciously, but in my head I was thinking, fucking open, man? Like, dude, I was opening this show when it was happening last time. I was killing it over there, fucking like, but that was my ego. And I went into that session, and it like totally fucking, it was like, fuck your intentions, we gotta address this. And that whole situation was just playing out in my head. And when I came out of that shit, my perspective on it was, guess what? I get to be the first person that anybody there sees on that stage on this show that's coming back after being gone for a little while, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, it just shifted my perspective on it in such a way that not only could I deal with it, but it made it very palatable and appealing, you know? And that's, man, that, you know, I've told you this, man, when I was going into this therapy, when I was going into the infusions, I was dealing with the fact that I thought maybe that I had lost the ability to experience joy. And that is a fucking hard thing to deal with.
That's so awful.
It's a hard thing to deal with. But I was dealing with some traumas. I had discovered a friend dead, and tragically, it was a horrifying fucking scene. You know, I was dealing with like a whole bunch of like family dramas, man, like that are still playing out now. But thanks to that shit, I'm at least able to like process through some of it and know, because that's the thing, is like ketamine like really taught me how to deal with some things, and it taught me how to deal with those things, but it also taught me how to deal with those things without necessarily having to go back to ketamine to be able to do it.
Well, I think what
And
you're
that's
talking about.
fucking dude. That's an amazing.
That
thing.
is.
That's nice, right?
That, like the
Because
I think what
drug
you're talking
itself
about
did that. The
is
drug
like-
went, hey, here, you can do this.
I'm not a band-aid.
Well,
like,
now
I'm
you
an
can do this.
actual
I'm
like
yeah.
medication.
I was
like,
real
I'm not just
worried.
treating the symptom, but it's like,
But as a recreational ketamine user,
yeah,
I was real worried about getting wrapped up in the party side of it.
yeah.
But it shot me past that so fucking quick that I didn't even really notice it.
I think the biggest thing of that, though, is the intention, though, right? Like, you wrote out those intentions, and I think that's anytime you use
Yeah.
a mind-altering substance, it's
Yeah, but
fully...
when you can talk
intention.
about it, also the way you just talked about it, it shows good.
like, respect for...
It's respect, but it shows that you've grown to a point where you've gone past it, to where you can talk about it on an open
Yeah.
platform like this.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm real fucking, I don't know. Motherfuckers talk to me and might walk away depressed. You know, really, man, because I mean, somebody walks up on me and be like, how was Thanksgiving? It was the fucking worst experience, and I knew it going in. And this is gonna be hell, and it was. But I didn't.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
I didn't want to stick the turkey leg bone down my fucking throat. You know, like so.
This
Whatever.
episode is sponsored by ketamine.
Yeah.
Saving.
If we could get
Families.
sponsored by
Ketamine,
ketamine, if anybody
cubic
out there
pie.
knows anybody at ketamine,
Ketamine, humic pie,
yeah,
and turkey.
just fucking.
It's-
Is that the company? Ketamine.
and mental health.
It's controlled by...
I don't know, man.
Big pharma.
Whatever. I'm down with whatever. I mean, people use medications.
No, I'm glad that you
And-
know, you see, we've had, like, I wanted you to get it out because I have had these conversations with
Oh,
you.
hell yeah.
And I think that's what you needed to do, just get it out like you just did,
Hell
bro.
yeah, man.
And I bet
Yeah.
that does feel good.
Well, I mean, I promote the shit. I do that joke on stage, but like, fucking, every day above ground is not a great day.
Yeah.
Every day with ketamine, a little bit better than it normally would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some real shit, man. Like, that's some real shit. Like, fucking come
Let's
on.
get back to our guests. How about
Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all wanna
Jorge's
do
so
some ketamine?
patient. Yeah.
No,
Y'all want
I'm
to
loving
do some
that.
ketamine with Brandon?
Nah, man, I'm
Yeah, you
I'm
do.
good. I go to regular therapy.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as regular therapy,
There
dude.
isn't.
I
I
think-
see somebody that I talk to.
This
and
is
they,
one
that's-
thing that Jorge and I can talk about a lot is mental wellness
You
and
go
physical wellness.
You go to therapy?
Yes.
Okay. Do y'all think therapy helps
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100
with y'all
%.
situations in life?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, that artwork is the best piece of artwork I've ever seen, where it's like somebody wrapping up your thoughts.
Okay.
Because I could just talk in circles all day. And somebody's like, look at that. It's just nice. Like, you can't look at, like, you can't, ooh, it's a mirror. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's a mirror. It's like it's like checking your mental health in a mirror. Like,
Yeah.
what can we, like, clean up, you know?
Dude, talking to a therapist is like one of the most amazing things you can do. One, it's someone that's completely non-biased. So they're not just going to try and give you solutions that your friends try and give you, right? They're like, you talk to a friend, they're always gonna be like, oh man, you just got to this, you just got to that. Like, no, they can help you guide your fucking thoughts to the right places, right? And
It can help me form my master plan in more
Well, like,
detail.
honestly,
No, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Wait a
that's
minute,
what
wait,
you
wait, wait,
want.
wait,
If
hang
you
on.
want some, like, life counseling,
This guy is
biggest
talking
thing-
about some
ready,
fucking
we're sponsored
like,
by BetterHelp. Go ahead and get 10% off.
at least for me, I think one of the biggest points in therapy was
Get on that, Grant. I need the better health sponsor so I can try this therapy thing.
I'm sorry, back to our guest.
That's what I use.
One of the things
Really?
I think was or for, at least for me, one of the biggest aims in therapy was emotional intelligence.
Okay.
Like, right, because I had to learn that it's okay to be angry, it's okay to be sad, it's okay
Yeah.
to be depressed, but it's the thoughts that come with that and how you react, and it's more about acting instead of reacting, right? I can go down a fucking spiral and get depressed and then snap myself out of it because very easily I've recognized the patterns, be like, oh, dude, you're fucking just looping these bad thoughts and it's not real, like, right? So it's been more about emotional intelligence, just understanding, and I think it's the same thing as fucking ketamine, right?
Yeah,
Where
man.
it's like understanding that these things happen in life, that good things happen, bad things happen, and the only thing that we can really control is how we react to them.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, being men, dude, you're not always entitled to your emotions.
No, fuck
You
no.
know, straight the fuck up. So it's good to be able
No,
to,
I saw-
to
I
identify
saw-
that and fucking
I saw a
process
fucking
it.
meme that said like, I fucking cry at every commercial and movie because as a man, I can't cry any other time. And I'm like, I feel that, and it hit because holy shit, I cry during TV
Is
shows.
that why I
and
cried during
movies.
Pokemon?
Maybe.
Is that-
Dude, but
during
didn't you
the
hear him
first
say,
one?
like, after he did that and, like, he didn't have to cry as much? Like,
They're
stifling people's emotions and, like, making people bottle up their emotions. Just human beings. It literally doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Boy, girl, male, female. Like, it's so wrong to make a human being bottle their emotions because guess what?
Right.
It's going to come out somewhere and it's going to be misdirected.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
bad too.
And I will say, and Brittany mentioned it earlier, I think that's one of the best things about our friendship and our partnership. Like,
Don't say partnership because one time you said that and you didn't say comedy partnership and then somebody didn't think my set was funny because they didn't believe I was gay.
oh. Okay.
See,
Well, one of the
like,
things,
fucking
one
that's
of the
some
good
bullshit.
things
That's
about
some
being
bullshit.
friends
Right.
and co-producers.
You're so fucking gay, Brittany. That is some
very-
bullshit.
Very much, very much.
gay.
Stop.
Okay,
Wait.
bro. I'm playing.
Well, no, I was gonna say is I think we both have.
Cut all that out because that was so mean. I feel bullied.
No, you shouldn't. I was totally joking.
Yeah, Brandon went a little too far. I was joking.
I can get into it. It's called femme invisibility. What do you want?
No, let's let Jorge to finish his statement, please.
Go ahead, Jorge.
One of the good things about being friends with Brittany and being co-producers with her is that I think we both have a pretty high emotional intelligence. So
Yeah.
it's not always easy. We do frustrate each other. We do get mad at each other, but like we know how to handle it and we can talk about it instead of just letting it become this thing where it's like, all right, well, fuck you then.
Yeah.
I don't care. And so, yeah, it's nice to like know that like, cool, we're gonna get frustrated at each other, probably a lot with
And it
big
only takes a
events,
couple
but-
rules. Just like we don't talk when we're hungry.
Oh yeah,
That's why we're always
That's a good
eating.
rule.
always eating.
If we talk when we're hungry, we've had a meltdown. Okay,
Yeah.
it's
Oh, yeah.
it's happened in the past. We don't need to talk about it. Car doors were slammed in faces. Okay, so we don't talk when we're hungry, but we do talk about everything else.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
Everything, because if you leave something off the table and you leave room for assumption, it's assuming,
yeah,
Yeah.
and assuming makes an ass out of you and
Definitely.
me. So
yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good that y'all recognize that. It seems like y'all have a good partnership, man, and I'm really glad
Hold on
y'all are
with the
doing.
partnership.
Careful.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's what it is. It's a,
now I do realize that I sounded dumb, but
It's a
okay.
relationship, you know. It's a thing
not
that they.
you sounded dumb. I totally
Well-
get where you were coming from. It's just a shame that that's where we're at,
But-
like with words.
Yeah. But like no.
Well, it's like how everyone
um,
thinks Taylor Swift is gay because she like in an interview called someone. She was like, "I was hanging out with my girlfriend." Everyone's like, "She's gay. She was telling us that she was gay a long time ago."
But that's
You
what
never
it
heard
is.
your granny call her girlfriends her girlfriends?
Y'all are in a business partnership and a friendship in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's good that y'all have a conscience balance
Yeah. Well, it makes
between
it,
the two.
and it makes it so much easier to travel with because we both kind of have. Again, we know how to deal with each other. So like, I hate traveling with people.
Yeah, I kind
Me
of.
too.
It's if we can't have like I don't know. There's just things like Pop. I fucking love you, man. I don't know if I'll ever hit the road with Pop again.
I don't know that he.
that was one of the most frustrating men to spend a week with. That he hates it when I bring this up, but that man almost killed me by fucking trying to fry my breakfast in like 2 quarts of oil.
Wow.
Jorge will never drop that story. He will hold that against Pop like a attempted murder
Yeah,
charge.
but you ate it and you got sick.
That's how we put in the FU and funny today, you guys.
Fucking.
That's how we doing it. Please plug everything y'all want to plug real quick. I appreciate it.
All right.
God damn.
You can follow me on Instagram.
Y'all got some dirty fucking minds, by the way.
We're all pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Pretty nasty. Okay, my Instagram is bb_Croft. Jorge.
I'm just Jorge Valazquez.
All right. And then Craft Comedy NOLA is our Instagram. And
Okay.
that's where you can find all the shows that we mentioned earlier. And tickets are going on sale tonight for the event.
Yeah, for the New Year's event
For
are
the
going
New Year's
tonight.
event.
You can
I guess when
also-
this airs, it'll be.
It'll be gone.
Yeah, we
It'll be
do
going.
have a craft comedy website coming up, but for now, I also post all our shows on my website, Jorge Velasquez Comedy.
Okay.
Everything I do is on there, and ticket links for the New Year's event will also be on there.
Okay.
So y'all,
And they will also be on zonymash.com.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Such a cool name.
Congratulations again, man.
Hell yeah. Big up to y'all.
It's great
Thank you.
watching y'all do what y'all do. Brandon, you got anything you want to plug or put out there?
Maybe this bottle. Nah. Yeah. What? I don't know what I've got coming up.
Oh wait. Can I mention a few more things?
Yeah.
Because like y'all, I do 2 weekly shows that are fucking amazing. Y'all come to those ha-has and tatas every Thursday 9 p.m.
Yeah, Jinx
at-
is great.
At Jinx, that fucking place
What
has
up,
the
Tommy?
most amazing energy. Y'all come to that. Saturdays as well as Jinx. Saturday Night Laughs. That's gonna be under Craft Comedy as well as Comedy Quarter brand.
Yeah.
Jinx Bar and Grill 8 p.m. Saturdays. And
One's
then
fun.
and then Oak Street.
That one has an
Oak
open
Street.
mic after, too.
Yeah, both
The
of them.
Saturday
do.
one.
Both
Yeah,
of
it
them.
is.
Both Jinx shows have open mics after.
Yep.
And then every Thursday, we got a lot. Every Thursday, Oak Street Bar, 7 p.m. open mic.
Hell yeah.
Every Thursday, Oak Street Brewery. Oak Street Brewery.
Oh yeah.
That's
Brewery.
a brewery.
That's fucking awesome, man.
You say
That's
brewery
awesome.
10
Every time
times
I turn
fast.
around,
Brewery,
it's a fucking
brewery.
brand new flyer.
You're going to
Yeah,
sound like
that's
Buffett
cool.
after. Brewery.
Brewery. Man, the hope is that
Oh,
you hear brewery and you're going to be like, oh, is there comedy tonight?
There's
You
always
know?
comedy up
Yeah.
in craft
Like,
comedy world, ain't
Beer
there?
and belly laughs.
I
That's
know.
all I'm
There's
about.
this one event that I'm kind of excited for. I don't want to talk about it because it's not for sure, but like,
We got to get Brittany out of here. That's why I was
oh
trying
yeah.
to.
Well, we might be doing like a speakeasy comedy soon.
That's
Okay.
coming in January. And on that note, I have to go take care of crotch gremlins.
Yeah. Crotch
Go take care of
gremlins.
your.
Crotch gremlins.
You got anything you want to throw out
Yeah,
there?
man. Yeah, this probably won't be out by then, but December 4th, Comedy House, Fulton Street Comedy Hour. Fucking January 17th, Gonzalez at the Cabin with Jeff Vance, Lunchbox Comedy. In between there, what else we got?
Are you sure that's
We
December
got some things
4th?
coming up. But
Don't
we're
I
gonna
have
keep
you
those
at
on the
Skeeter
wraps
Hawk?
for right now.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
All
I got
right.
December
Don't I
4th,
have
you
you at
guys,
Skeeter Hawk?
at Comedy House New Orleans. We got December 4th. I got December 30th at Comedy House. It's a roast of the year. The roast of the year. I will be roasting July. You're on that? What month you roasting?
June.
June? So you right before me. I'm following you. You know? So
Just like the
check
abortions
that
followed
out.
Pride Month.
And
the
I'll
lack
be
thereof.
in Detroit most of December. So not
what's
Detroit,
up.
but Michigan.
Doing shows up there?
Probably. I don't have nothing on yet. I'll have something for the next show. I
That's
guess
what's up.
we
That's
we
what's up,
go. We'll see.
Hell yeah.
So I'm just gonna see my son for Christmas.
Hell yeah, bro. That's
Yeah.
awesome, dude.
Y'all two better be at the New Year's show, man. Come fucking.
Yeah,
hang
I'll be
out.
there. I'll be back on
Dude,
I think the 29th.
I'll be there, bro. I'll be there.
Fucking come. It's gonna be great.
It's going to be a fun party.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Come to the New Year's Eve show, Zoning Mash, you guys. That's been our show.
F you.
That's how we put that view for today. Thank you
y'all.
guys.
Thank y'all for
Thank you,
coming
Brittany,
in.
coming in. Thank you, Jorge. You are awesome. I appreciate y'all, man. And
And
thank y'all for tuning in.
Y'all's partnership is beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you. We've been together for going on 3.5 years.